At Memorial, when you sort of meet each other and get to know each other, the first thing you say is, hello, my name is X, I'm X year, I am studying X. And that sort of defines what you are when you first say it. Say in your psychology, people expect you to be organized, they expect you to know things, to be focusing on you, to be studying you. If you're studying English, people ask you about books and movies. Any sciences, people assume that, you're a step up. I'm a classic student. And when I say, I'm a classic student, they look at me and they say, what? You're a what student? Literature, you study old books. And I say, no, I study Greek and Romans. And they say, oh, so you've seen 300. And I say, pardon me, but no, it's more than that. I study the history. I study, the history of Greek and Rome. And they say, oh, you're just a history student. And I say, no, a little more than that. What being a classic student is not studying the history. It's more than that. It's studying the art, the culture, what the people were, what they represent, and how they change the world today. We can look outside and see Roman architecture and how that influences the world. And I say this, and people don't really understand. They don't understand that classics isn't just art. It's not just me staring at Gerard Butler for several hours a day. It's more than that. It's me learning about a group of people who changed the world, who defined the world, who made the world today the way it is. And it's more than that. I hate being looked down upon because I chose to study something different. I chose to go past, studying psychology for the sake of my parents. I said, Mom, Dad, guess what? I'm studying Greeks and Romans and what they did and how they did it. And they said, Ryan, what in the hell are you doing? But it was my own choice. It was my own choice to be a classic student. It was my own choice to be different. And when people meet me and they look down at me because of that, they don't understand. They haven't been taught. They don't know what it is. And they should really maybe read a book. Because, the Iliad is more than a cool story. It's more than a story about a hero. It represents what we do, who we are, and how we got there.